the first in Nigeria's history.
And Democracy Day on June 12 has been held, and it's been a day of remembering the time in 1993 when Nigeria held an election that is still considered by many as the freest and fairest in the country. That election is annulment, and the events that followed led to the recognition of June 12 as Democracy Day. One of the high points of today was the naming of the National Stadium in Abuja after the acclaimed winner of that vote, MKO Abiola. Tijesu Adeoye reports.
It's 26 years since the annulment of what is considered to be the country's freest and fairest election. It's also a day filled with nostalgia for Nigerians, members of the civil society, and indeed the Abiola family. As Nigeria honors the hero of democracy, they are villains too.
Hopes were dashed when the former military ruler Ibrahim Babangida annulled the presidential election in 1993. Many Nigerians took to the streets in anger over this decision and actively stood up to the military to restore the mandate freely given to MKO Abiola at the presidential polls. This scenario led to the Ekpetedo proclamation when MKO Abiola declared himself president, and that began his travails, which eventually led to his death. Now those who fought actively by his side to reclaim his mandate are now relieved by the validation of June 12 as Democracy Day.
My family suffered, I suffered incarceration, detention, humiliation, and a whole lot of, sacrifices. But it's a lesson of determination, strong, perseverance, and commitment to democracy and freedom.
But it was about a resistance movement to military dictatorship. And that was ultimately what mattered to Nigerians. Nigerians wanted the military out of their lives.
Memory of gratitude to God that we are alive, and what we fought for, we succeeded about, what we suffered for, the country is still one, and there's hope.
Some of us were killed, Bagara Katu and others were killed. We did not relent. And what we have seen today is justice being served, even though it was delayed, but it has not been denied.
MKO Abiola's hope agenda was to end poverty and create equality among Nigerians. In his inaugural speech, President Muhammadu Buhari promised to deliver this agenda by breaking the shackles of poverty in the course of his 4-year term.
First, we will take steps to integrate rural economies to the national economic grid by extending access to small-scale credits and inputs to rural farmers, credit to rural micro businesses, and opening up many critical feeder roads. For the next 4 years, we will remain committed to improving the lives of people by consolidating efforts to address these key issues, as well as emerging challenges of climate change, resettling displaced communities, and dealing decisively with the few flashes of insecurity across the country and the impacts of food scarcity and regional stability.
With the recognition of June 12 and the president's promise to build on the gains of the country's democracy, Nigerians may now look forward to a country free of poverty, injustice, and inequality. Tijesu Adeoye, TVC News, Abuja.